Hi friends, good afternoon. In this video, I will explain why fintech industry get high profit compared with traditional bank and neobank. First of all, I will tell what is fintech industry. Fintech industry means overall provide this financial service with upgraded technologies. Example: Google Pay, Phone Pay, Amazon Pay, WhatsApp Pay, Cred. These are all the applications we call them fintech applications. Traditional bank, you know very well, private and public sector bank. That banks are called a traditional bank. Neo banks means that bank don't have any outline branches. They are full and full operated as an online basic. Because traditional bank create the neo bank for the purpose of competing with the fintech industry. So that reason they are creating neo bank. Why fintech companies grow too much compared with traditional bank and neobank? I read that article from 2 weeks before. Fintech industry growth is compared with 16%, 15%. But in our traditional bank growth is only for 10%, 12%, 13%. Very minimum growth, but fintech industry growth is very dramatically and too much of growth. For the reason, India is the third world largest fintech market after US and UK. Many of the person from India they're using various fintech application because the technology wise the application should be very strong. They are used cloud, Google Cloud, Microsoft Azure, and AWS. These kind of advanced technologies. That is also one advantage for fintech industry. Just think about India have 140 crores population. Just only 40% of people used for fintech application. But why that only 40% people used for fintech application? Just 50 crores people. But compared with our traditional bank, fintech companies growth is so much high because they providing various service in single platform. Just take down this example. If you use Google Pay or Phone Pay, within the single application or app, within the single app, you can able to do fixed deposit, mutual fund, equity, insurance, e-commerce, and many things. Because single platform, they tie up with the various sector applications. So that reason, within the Phone Pay itself, you can able to order from any of these e-commerce, Amazon, Flipkart, and any of the e-commerce website, and you can able to pay that. Next, you can able to invest and buy some shares, sell some shares, everything you can able to do that car insurance or personal insurance, everything in a single platform. Next, what are the fintech industries available from India? Top fintech industries: PayPal, GPay, PhonePay, Cred, WhatsApp Pay, Amazon Pay, Venmo, Robinhood, Quickloads. These are all the fintech companies available in India. They providing various service from the customer and attractive manner. Next, if you go to the bank, you can able to face lot of manual intervention. But in fintech industry, if you apply the loan, take an example, if you apply the credit loans, you get the loan from within a half an hour because everything is a straight through process. None of the human intervention is never happened from fintech industry. All should be maintained in technical manner. Next one, fintech industry tie up with the bank. They are offering many credit debit cards. Their purpose. Take down this example, Amex card. Amex card because Flipkart and Amazon tie up with the Amex fintech industry and offering the Amex card. Paytm plan to tie up with the HDFC Bank and offering the new kind of debit card for the purpose of you get more Paytm discounts. Next, why fintech companies are grow? Because the fintech companies are providing the service for various financial sectors, payments, insurance, wealth management, lending, neobanks, all the service they are providing. And the charges level also very low compared with traditional banks. Another one big advantage, peer to merchant. If you go from any of the local shops, you can able to see that QR codes. Because fintech industries are approached for this retail customer and provide a various service. That is also one advantage. Next, they are providing mobile payment, digital currency, peer-to-peer lending, market lending, many features they are providing. Next, what is the cons of fintech industry? One issue is going on from last 3 months, digital tokenize, because RBI said that none of the fintech industry no need to store for customer debit and credit card details because that one restriction provided to RBI because few of the fintech industry companies they save this customer debit and credit card information in case future it will be misused. So the reason RBI put regulation digital tokenize. Some of the fintech companies never maintain proper KYC. because they are not valid proper KYC. Simply they provide the access for all the financial services. That's one is the problem. Next, fintech industry do that huge volume transaction, but their maintaining is not properly, because one day if you do million or trillion transaction per day, they never maintain properly. Bank, they never followed any bank and financial regulations. That is also one of the major disadvantage. Fintech industry cannot able to do the bulk transaction. They put some limit, because if you use PhonePe or Google Pay, you can able to send money from 5 days or 5 times or 6 times, and they put some limit also in transaction. Next, we will look on this traditional bank. Why? Because why the traditional bank's growth is very less? I already said that. But traditional bank security is so much high compared with the fintech industry, because they are followed from all the government rules and regulation. They are providing direct customer support for more branches, because you can able to access directly physically to bank branch and access for all these services. They are offering some customer personal loan schemes, and just think about India have 140 crores population, 200 crores people are bank account, but still we cannot able to touch that too much of growth compared with fintech industry. Major reason, banks are not strong with the technology base. They are using older technologies. They never upgrade their system in advanced technology. Another one advantage is bulk transaction. Banks fully concentrate for the corporate customers. They target from corporate customer as well as the retail customer, but mostly they are concentrating from the corporate customer. Large volume of customer available in the bank. Next, drawbacks of traditional banks, that traditional bank system is a mostly monopolistic and a very legacy systems. That is one major advantage, because the systems are developed from a 19th centuries or 1995 or before. Okay, still they are using the same system. Okay, they won't upgrade themselves in advanced technology, because lot of connectivity from the system. One microsystem is connected with another microsystem. Suppose we do the changes from any microsystem, another microsystem is affected. That is one of the problem. Still the banks to choose cloud, Google Cloud, Microsoft Azure and AWS. These are the advanced technologies. Still the banks are not adopted. Next they are providing, they have a lot of outlets, so they are spending from infrastructure, training and development, all the activity they are spending too much of amounts. These are all the drawbacks of the traditional banks. Next we see the neobanks. Traditional banks create the neobank for the purpose of competing with the fintech industry. Neobanks are fully digitalized bank. You can able to open the account with free of cost. They are offering lot of internal debit and credit card. And take this example, neobank from Yona, SBI, 811 by Kodak, DigiBank, Instant Pay. Lot of neobanks available. They do mostly favor for the customer. Sometimes they are violation for this Banking and Financial Regulation Act. Drawback of neobanks, they are not legally registered. Okay, because they don't have any outlet, they won't strictly follow the RBI regulation and Finance Regulation Acts. Next, they are providing service with a third party app. Okay, suppose the third party servicer won't provide the proper support on the time end customer is affected. Another one, if you go with the account with the traditional bank, your amount is secure, because they provide the security for a limit of 5 lakhs. But neobank, if you open the account, no security in your amount. That is also one of the problem. Please kindly provide your comments for this video.